Hi, welcome to this healing session. I'm recording this healing session to help you overcome the stress of having clients who complain about your prices. I just had a client complain about my prices, and somehow I really felt affected. It's not the first time it happens, but this time somehow I really felt this negative energy coming in and just really shaking me a bit, and took a moment to recenter myself and say, hey, it's not about me. It's not about my process. It's about them and their pains. But somehow I felt it because in my life, always when I was a kid, my parents would complain about the prices. Oh, this is so expensive, this, and that. And I really learned to normalize complaints about money. And I realized that for a long time, I was also complaining about how much it is and not allowing myself to afford things because they were too expensive from one or another point of view. And in this session, what we're going to do is some EFT and visualization. EFT is an amazing practice where we tap on different parts of the body and say some positive affirmation along the way and some negative ways. So the idea is to say things that will trigger emotions, and while we tap, we just allow these emotions to just settle down. And at the end, I'll guide you to some visualization to really feel that you are worthy to attract clients who are not complaining, but just so grateful to give you that money, right? So let's start. And all you have to do is just tap along, repeat the affirmation. And if the information doesn't really suit you, you can change it, say something different. It's better to say it out loud, but you can also just mentally repeat it. And just really tap on the different points. These are pressure points that are used in massage, in other practices to really release the emotions and allow you to drop them in your body. Even though I have clients who complain about my prices, I love and accept myself. I've complained a lot about prices in my life, and I've heard so many people complain about prices that so often when I'm putting my prices, I'm already preparing myself for people to complain. But somehow, if I'm putting prices that might seem higher for some people, it's because I know there are people who will pay for it without complaining. I mean, clearly, I've seen it online. I've seen people making prices that felt so big for me that I wouldn't even dare to ask them how much it is because I know it's so many zeros. But deep down within myself, I kind of feel like I want to ask for these kind of prices. I want to have these kind of price tags. But I'm scared of being rejected. I know that if I am putting these prices, some people will reject me. And for a reason, I'm holding on to them. I'm holding on to people who think I'm too expensive. And when I'm doing this, I'm holding on to money scarcity. I'm holding on to not being paid the price I want to be paid. Because let's be honest, if there is a price point I want to achieve, it's because I know deep down that the quality of my life, the quality of my self-esteem, the quality of my time will be raised. So today, I decided to sit with these emotions, tap along on different parts of my body, because I know it helps. I know it helps that when we are taking care of our emotions, when we are allowing ourselves to feel and be okay with it, and actually decide to not kind of be okay, but change them and say like, I'm okay with it, but I feel like I can do better. And decide we can do better. We can actually have emotions that are suiting our needs. Emotions that makes us feel better about the problems we face. Because actually, it's only a problem because of the emotions. Asking for the money, asking for like 10 grand, it's not such a problem. I can say it. If I can say it, I could probably sell it. The real problem is expecting people to complain about it and actually holding on to these people and seeking people who complain about it rather than being, hey, you know what? I don't want to be surrounded by people who tell me that I don't have the right to make as much money as I want. But actually, I want to be surrounded by people who tell me, I'm here to support you and I'm totally okay with you making that money because it inspires me to make that money. And actually, I realized that I could also make that money if I just value myself or just dare to ask. Because if some people are ready to pay that, and you know that there are people who are ready to pay a lot of money for things that you might not care about. There's people paying thousands for bags, hundreds of thousands for cars. So these people have money, thousands, hundreds of thousands for your business, whatever you do, whatever you sell, whatever you coach. There are people who are willing to give you that money. And these are the people you need to hold on to. But somehow within yourself, deep down, you feel like you should maybe have people make you pass a bad time, be angry at you because you want some money and they don't want to pay it. So maybe today we can make that agreement together to just accept their pain but not take it for ourselves, and just accept to value ourselves and stop complaining about money, but just be like, wow, you can ask so much. That's the thing, really change your situation and just start feeling that pain of like not receiving that money and transform into courage and say, I deserve to receive more money. I deserve to feel good about asking for the price I want to ask. And you might be thinking about the price you want to ask right now and just wonder what's wrong with it. If there's something wrong with the price, with the number itself, just tap along. I don't think there's anything wrong about the numbers. So, is there something wrong about you wanting to make more money for the same amount of work, or improving the quality of your work and making more money? Is there something wrong about that? I don't think so. So the only thing I think that really is there is the habits. Is the habit and the expectation of people complaining about your prices. And like any habit, it can be changed. And the first thing to do is to accept that you have the habit. I'm habituated having people complain about my prices because I'm marketing myself into the wrong places. And because I'm marketing myself to the wrong places, I get people complaining about my prices. But if I'm marketing myself in the right place, in the most expensive street of the monopoly, people won't complain because they know they're in the most expensive street. And I can just put myself in the most expensive street of the monopoly. And that's all. I just can decide to move myself energetically, emotionally, in a thinking way, to a place where I get the money I deserve. And I know I deserve it because other people do. And I'm not different than other people. I'm not different than other people. I just have a different body, but I have skills. I have everything people need in order to get the result they want, get the benefits they want from my products or service, and I can deliver them. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Now visualize yourself on a path. And you can see the people who were complaining. And can you see yourself that you're not on the same path anymore? That these people who are complaining about you, about the prices, they're not part of your life anymore. And you're moving towards a path where people are so freaking happy to give you money, as if they were gifting you that money. And you can feel people being so happy to give you that money. And there's more coming. And the more people come to give you that money, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you walk on that path. And the more you walk on that path, the more people come so happy and excited to give you money. And you start walking with excitement and pleasure and happiness to receive that money. Open your eyes. Thank you for watching this healing. If you want to have more sessions with me, just reach out in a way that's possible for you and we'll discuss about it. Thank you.